is Rosana Ipondol. Our report is all about motor development. What is motor development? A motor skill is a learned ability to cause a predetermined movement outcome with maximum certainty. Motor learning is a relatively permanent change in the ability to perform a skill as a result of practice or experience. Performance is an act of executing a motor skill. So we all know that we all have an skills which is it can help us to do our task, work, and etc. So when we say development, it is the changes or it refers to the advancement and refinement of motor skills, or in other words, children's ability to use and control their bodies. For example, the baby's ability to walk, write, play, and eat. Also, it relates to the growth and skill development of the body, including the brain, muscles, and senses. So we have introduction. First, child's born with few motor skills. Second, by the age of 1 year, they start to walk. Till this time, they develop other motor skills. Third, the acquisition of motor skill is really variable. Acquisition means it is the process that focuses on the child's ability. Also, we have principles. First, differentiation. Firstly, motor skills are global reactions. With time and practice, these skills become more specific. Second, cephalocaudal, develop from head to tail. For example, a child head develops much sooner than his or her legs. Third, proximodistal, develop from the inside to outside. For example, the early development of muscular control of the trunks and the arms relative to the hands and fingers. So let's proceed to the gross and fine motor development. Here are some milestones for physical and motor development observed through infancy. Usually from birth to 6 months, they also start to produce rapid height and weight gain. They also are strong reflexive, example, sucking, grasping, beginning at birth, and random movements gradually becoming more directed and purposeful. Rolls over from stomach to back. They also sleep organized into a day and night schedule. Lifts her head, hearing well developed, displays sensitivity to sounds of own language. Eyes work together to perceive stimuli as organized patterns, can judge distance of objects and reaching for them. Grasps object by 1 to 3 months. They also reaches for objects by 46 months. Responds to both specific stimulus and environment by 1 month. Comfortable with routine stimuli and comfortable with new scenes. Prefers patterns of human face over other patterns. For instance, birth to 6 to 12 months, they could now milestone for physical and motor development, infancy to 6 to 12 months. They could now sit alone, show refined grasping ability, brings object to mouth, crawls, pulls up, and walk with support. Understands more complex speech such as phrases, short instances, or verbal communication, which is sign language. By 12 months, has 3D perception, can be distinguish objects from their surrounding by shape, color, and texture. Baby teeth begin to emerge. Feeds self finger foods hold on button. Milestone for physical and motor development for toddlerhood. 12 to 18 months. Their height and weight gain rapid but not as great as in first year. They also walk alone, builds tower of 2 blocks, manipulate small objects with improved coordination, begins to be able to drink from a cup and use a spoon, feeds self with fingers, and removes hats, socks, and shoes.
Good day everyone, my name is Ana Lupi Espana, Best Ed Mathematics Section 1A. Today I will tackle about milestone for physical and motor development, toddlerhood, 24 to 36 months. Slower gains is high and weight than in toddlerhood. Appetite usually increases, learns to run, jump, hop, throw, overhand, and catch. Uses spoon effectively, shown sign or coordination and aggression. Milestone for physical and motor development, early childhood, 3 to 4 years. May no longer need daytime nap. Continue to run, jump, throw, and catch with better coordination. Begins to gallop and to skip on one foot, rides tricycle. Scribbles become pictures, draws first picture of a person, and can tell the difference between own writing and non-writing. Uses can button and lace, eats and dresses by himself with supervision, can use toilet or potty hair and stay dry during the day. Milestone for physical and motor development, early childhood, 5 years. Body is streamlined and longer with proportion similar to those of adult. Gets fine permanent tooth. Gross motor skills increase in speed and endurance, skipping on both feet at first. Fine motor skill increase, ties, shoes, draw more complex picture, writes name. Can visually discriminate fine-grained visual forms such as letter of the alphabet. Dresses self, washes face, brushes teeth. Milestone for physical and slow gains in high continue. Gradual replacement of primary teeth by permanent teeth throughout middle childhood. Fine motor skills, writing becomes smaller and more legible. Drawings become more organized and detailed and start to include some depth. Gross motor skill can dress and undress alone, organize game with row and tumble play becoming more common. Milestone for physical and motor development, middle childhood, 9 to 11 years. Girls, adolescents gross motor skills are better, coordinate, running, jumping, throwing, and cut, which contributes to motor skills improve depth evident in drawing through diagonal replacement, overlapping objects, and covering lines.
So we have milestones for physical and motor development for early adolescents. So as you know, age 11 through 14 are often called early adolescents. These years are an exciting time of varied and rapid changes. So your child grows taller and stronger and also starts to feel and think in more mature ways. So you may feel amazed as you watch your wild your child begin to turn into an adult. But this can be confusing time for both kids and parents. So both must be used to the new person the child is becoming. So first we have so period of rapid so first changes, so we have period of rapid skeletal and sexual maturation. Second, we have preoccupation with body image. Next is we have girls' adolescence growth. Birth begin at 10% years on average. Menarche occurs on average around 12 years. So, but changes can begin as late as 15 years. So, boys' adolescence growth spurt begins around age 12. So, maybe early maturation positive for boys at this age, but changes can be begin as late as 15 years. So, public hair developed followed by axillary hair earlier for girls than boys. Boys began to lower. Mustache hair may begin to grow in. So, there is wide variation in beginning and completion of puberty. So, physical effects of puberty on development and other domains, not as great as once thought, depends on social cognitive factors. So, physical development of teen have growth spurt. So, what siya? So, starting, so, which is, start at about 11, age at 11 for girls and about age 13 for boys. So this rapid growth usually starts before and during puberty. So for girls, as you can see, if you have a sister, it will begin to develop breast, usually for breasts, and start their periods. So for boys usually grow facial hair. Both boys and girls grow public hair. So boys may lag behind girls in height during these years, so they usually end up taller. So makabantay mo if you have, kung may mga kilala man kayo mga magkakapatid kung saan mas matangkad pa yung babae, tapos bigla-bigla na lang mga late 11 years or 14, something like that, makita yun yung difference sa height sa babae at sa lalaki. So we have preoccupation with body image continue through adolescence. So like I said earlier, girls develop their breasts and boys grow facial hair both. So, and for the boys, they grow facial hair. So, late maturing girls by 10th grade are more satisfied with their body. So, girls and fine motor development. So Gesell and Thompson 1929 and McGraw 1935 believe that motor behaviors emerge according to a programmed genetic timetable. Gesell demonstrated it doing an experiment with a twins, and the conclusion was that maturation and that experience is the prime factor in determining when children acquire skills. So, J.B. Watson Telen, 1995, Zelazo and Gold, 1972, and Hopkins and Westra, 1988, think that transactions within environment must play a crucial role in the timing of motor skills acquisition. So, the acquisition for the motor skills are varies across culture. For instance, Hopkins and Westra found that mothers in the West Indies have babies which walk considerably earlier than the average North American infant. So, this example shows environments can be important effects on when skills are acquired. So, now just some summary. So, fine motor skills. So, first we have relate to the use of extremities to engage and manipulate the environment, and movements involving smaller muscles groups such as those in the hands and wrists. So, gross motor skills, which has movement related to large muscles such as legs, arms, and etc. So, example, coordination to walk, balance, run, jump, climb, and throw. So, now let's think it. So we have just think and reason. So typically in concrete ways, but gradually beginning to grasp abstract and symbolic concepts, begin to see the issue.